Hi, this is Christy, and today I'm going to show you how to create your own homemade shimmer mists. They're similar to the Tattered Angel's Glimmer mists, but you can custom create your own colors to match your project that you're working on. I'm going to first show you where I store mine. This is a recipe box I got at Michael's, and it was the plain wood, the unfinished wood, and I then just painted it black and put a strip of scrapbook paper on the front and just put decoupage on top. And it holds a ton of them. I think I still have room for maybe 3 or 4 more. And so let's get started. I love this box. Holds lots of them, so you can just keep getting creative and keep coming up with new colors. So you're gonna need to get a couple mini misters, and so I'm going to make 2 colors today, and I use the Distress Inks and Perfect Pearls. I'm going to make like a red and a brown, and then also some water. And this is my little scoop I like to use. I got this, I believe it was in the jewelry department, and it just scoops it out nice. So in each of the mini misters, this one I'm going to use Barn Door and the Forever Red. So you're going to use 1 whole dropper full into the mini mister, and then a scoop. You can use anything as a scoop, but I like to use this because it's got a little pointed end. So you can go right in there. You can use as much or as little as you want. Some of my mini misters, and then you're going to fill this all the way up with water. Some of my mini misters that I have, I just put the Perfect Pearls in, just Perfect Pearls and water. And some of them, and this one I overfilled a little bit. I'm going to grab my paper towel so my fingers don't turn all red. Work on your craft mat too, so you don't drip everywhere. Little tip, don't overfill. Do like I say, not as I do. And then shake it up. I like to put the ink in first, or a little bit of water, not the Perfect Pearls, because then if you put the Perfect Pearls in first, it's going to be down at the bottom, and then when you put all the liquids in, it's a little harder to shake up. So you just have to shake a little bit longer. But when you store them, the powder will settle to the bottom, and then you just want to shake it before you use it. And of course, I label everything. So I put on here with my little label maker, I put on Barn Door and Forever Red. So when this gets used up, I know how to remake that color. So let's make our second color real quick. I'm just going to wipe off the end of this. And this time I'll show you. I'll put a little bit of water in the bottom. Doesn't matter which way you do it, but it's pretty much goof proof. And this time I'm using the Walnut Stain and Heirloom Gold. This is such a pretty color. And then fill the rest up. Not too high. Let's see if we don't go too high this time. And shake that up. And we can set all the stuff aside, except for 2 misters, and I'll show you how I then make my little labels. All of my tops are labeled with the colors, so I can very easily see what it's going to look like once you spray. And this one, of course, is also labeled with the color. So now what I use to spray all my my Glimmer mists and any kind of other spray is I take one of these plastic storage 12 by 12 containers that a lot of people store their papers in, and I just lay paper towels at the bottom. And this makes it so easy to clean up after, you know, if the bottom gets messy with inks and stuff, it's so easy to clean up. And I have just a piece of cardstock. You can tell I've done this with other colors. And these are some beautiful blues I did, and like a green with a blue. Oh, I'm addicted to these. I use these all the time. And here's the brown one. You got a couple pumps and then it gets going. And when I'm doing a whole bunch, I just lay the misters down on the side so that you can know which one it is. Like when I was doing these blues, so I didn't get them mixed up, I just laid the mister down next to it so it gets labeled. There's the red one, and I'll quickly dry it. They dry pretty quick, but just dry it a little bit with my heat gun. Okay, and then I take this is the Stampin' Up! 1/2 inch punch, and it is the perfect size and that's when it decides to break. Murphy's Law. No, it just wasn't dry. Okay, so you take your 1/2 inch Stampin' Up! Punch, and you clip out a little circle of the color, and then you run it through. Where'd my brown one go? You run it through the Xyron sticker maker and slide this aside now. Burnish those on. And then you have a little sticker with that color on it. So when you go to put it in your box, you now know what color it is. And it fits perfectly on top. So, see, now I have no colors that are exactly like that. Those other two blues that I did, this was the Chip Sapphire with the Interference, the blue, and, oh, this one was cool. This is the Forest Moss and Blue Patina. So that's a really cool one. So I have all sorts of grays. These are, the ones on this side are just the water and the Glimmer Mist, and like the Glimmer Mist just sits at the bottom, so you have to give it a good shake. So this is like just the Forever Violet, and it just comes out just very light mist. So, and then I have one that is, it's probably this one, yep, just the Perfect Pearl. So that's just a clear white mist. So I hope this helps and gives you some ideas on what to do, and I believe this holds gosh, probably 25, hang on, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, nope, 30, 35, probably 40 Glimmer Mists. So, hope this helps, give you some ideas on how to store your Glimmer Mists, and you'll try making some of your own.